and welcome children. In this session we are going to discuss about blogs. Children, do you remember I have given you an assignment that create a blog? Most of you have made your blogs, but I am sure that when you have written something on that blog, you were quite confused that what should you write? Yes or no? It was difficult for you to understand that what should be the content for your blog. So in this session, we are going to discuss in detail what is a blog, who is a blogger, what is blogging, the different types of blog, so that once we know the different types of blog, then my children will be quite find themselves in a suitable position to understand that what is their choice of creating the blog. So let us move. First we will know what is a blog. It is derived from the word weblog, that is the full form. This is the blog is the short form. Okay, so we call it as a blog, but it is basically a web blog. Now why web blog? Because we are creating a blog, or you can say we express our thoughts, emotions, we share our experiences or information with the audience on some website. And these type of websites are particularly called as web blog. Weblog is a place just like your diary entries. You must be maintaining some diary. Some of you are fond of maintaining diary and you keep on writing something in your diary. Same way children, when we talk about blog, the person who writes on the blog, he is actually maintaining some informal information, or you can say it is a journal where the person will share his thought, experiences, or any information what he wants to give to his audience. Then the second question comes to our mind, that why there is a need to use a blog. See children, as I have given you the assignment, create a blog. It was a very straightforward question to create a blog. But when we move ahead to create any blog, the first thing is we should know why we need to create a blog. It is basically for those people who really have some knowledge. They gain some information, or they are rich with some experience on certain topic which they know that the audience will like, or the audience are looking forward to know from them. So that is why we need to create a blog and then maintain that blog. Nowadays even bloggers are getting support, monetary support from the internet service, or you can say these bodies, internet organizations, like the different platforms like YouTube, and there are many other platforms like that, those who are supporting with the monetary support. Same thing here also, but it is not that easy, and it is not that criteria also, that if I want to get the monetary support from social networking site, so what should I do? I should create a blog. That is wrong. It is the first mandatory thing to know that if you have any passion or interest in certain field, you want to explore on that, you want to even share your thoughts, in that case you should create a blog. Take for example, talk about some successful sports person. They know the people, their fans, the audience are looking forward for them to tell the world how did they got it, how did they bag the achievement, or what was their planning before the match they have played, or if they want to share the tips with their audience, even their informations, emotions. There are so many fans, they are always looking forward to know from the sports person, iconic heroes, to tell what are you feeling after winning the match, or what was the experience during the match. So that is also one other reason to create the blog. Then the second thing is of course about the audiences. Then what about the audience? Who are those audience? Again, audience are those lot from the society which again are interested in that particular field. Take for example, I was talking about sports. So if I am interested in sports, only in that case I will go through the sports blog. Suppose I am fond of cooking or I am very foodie. So in that case, my choice will not be the sports blog. Here I would look forward to read any food blog. Are you able to understand my point? That why we need to have a blog? First thing is your interest, your passion, your experience to share with the audience. And how will you attract your audience and which type of audience? Same information or same interest if they too have to know. You will give, they will take. Then you can see on the display few pictures. Let us talk about the first blog. Can you see a girl with certain things written on that with I don't know which language it is, but when you look at that post you can understand this is the theme, that this is somebody's personal blog. What about the second picture where you see the typewriter? Here we understand that it must be about some story or novel or about a person who is fond of writing. Maybe it's poem, maybe it's a novel, maybe it's an article, whatever. But this is the theme. So looking at the theme, we understand clearly what type of blog it might be. You can see the last one with table and some chairs. Maybe it is a food blog. Then who is a blogger? The person who shares or writes on the blog of their own. That person is termed as blogger. If I create my blog and I will write and maintain the blog, I will become a blogger. The person simply you can say who write, like writer and write. Who will write will become writer. Yes or no? And blogging is the process. Like writing is a process, same way here we do not say writing, we change it to blog, blogger and blogging. So the entire process of maintaining a blog by a blogger is called as blogging. Then there are so many types of blogs. Few I have explained you before also, and this is the most interesting and of course the important part of this session, that like I have asked you to create an assignment. You know you have to look for some weblogs, the platforms which are provided. Take for example your WordPress. So you click on WordPress or you install WordPress and open. A window will appear with blank application area where you have to type your content. But when it comes to that stage, you keep on thinking, what should I write? Here you have to be very loyal with yourself. You should know your interest. If you are fond of writing, then take your personal blog. Or you want to share some experiences or incidents of your life, then also you should go for personal blog. So you have to select the theme very specifically related with your interest. If you are interested in sports or fitness, in that case, will the theme of food blog help you? No. There will be a confusion among your audiences. Then we have fashion blog. Those audience, those who look for different types of fashion across the world. So what they will do? They will look for fashion blogs. And who are running these blogs? I told you, they have reached the heights, most of them. Even you and I can create a blog. But the problem is, from where are you going to catch your audiences? So we can become audience, but it is good if you have capability to create a blog and have some audiences. So if we talk about food blog, so food blog, Who is going to write down on that? Who is going to maintain such blogs? Who has definitely rich knowledge of different types of food, maybe of state, of country, etc. Here also again, experience is going to matter. Same way, pet blogs. Now, pet blogs are very trending nowadays. People, those who want to, buy pets, what do? They will first go through some blogs and they will find out that which type of pets are more suitable for their house, because there are pets with huge size, there are small pets, or there are pets to live in hot places, or some are there where they cannot live in hot places. So what should we do? Before buying any pet, the pet lovers go through different pet blogs. So going through these types of pet blogs, these audiences, they have a reasonable idea of buying the pet or any other information that how to take care of these pets. So that also they will get to know after reading or going through the pet blogs. Then I told you about fitness blog. If you want to give your tips on fitness, or you are following somebody, you can always go through their blogs and find out what they are suggesting you to stay fit, or what they do to stay fit. Apart from texting children, you can also add audio and video files to your blogs. And it is not like your Facebook post where you simply write down something. Here, after writing, you can format it, you can make it attractive, you can add pictures, you have many different formatting features on the title bar just above the application area where you're typing. There you see you will have those so many different wonderful features to apply and make your blog look more attractive. Then what about your DIY blog? This is do it yourself blog. That means if you have no interest in politics, if you have no interest in finance, no interest in sports, but you are always very creative, you make something best out of waste, or you are fond of writing, or coloring, drawing, so in that case you should select the theme of DIY, that is do it yourself blog. Certain blogs do not need any experience, but certain blogs are there like business blogs, finance blog. In these type of blogs, you just think, can you suggest somebody how to invest money and make them rich? No, it needs experience, it needs rich qualification. So certain blogs any layman can also access, but there are responsibilities of the bloggers. You have to you should understand that it's not simply just writing a blog. It's a great responsibility after all to maintain a blog, because you are going to share your thoughts, information or experience with your audiences, and those should be true. Suppose you have made your fitness blog and you do not know ABC of fitness, and then it is people are not going to follow you anymore. It's a failure. Then at that certain point you will realize those blogs are not working successfully. This is the reason behind the failure of many bloggers, or behind the success of many bloggers. Like these bloggers will post something, they have their audiences which are always reading their blogs. This is a very difficult task to catch your audience, and you make those audiences stable to your blogs so that they should read your blog. So it is only when you come out with innovative, creative and correct information on your blog. So this is the end of this session. I hope it was helpful to you. God bless you.